Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davies with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Coastal Carolina's offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays from them.
He's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Chanticleers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Tucker. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's another shot to clear.
The shot to clears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
The DBs will back off a bit. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's got a chance. Short gain on the play before he slides. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. Got his man quickly. It's a seam wide open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Simpkins. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Riles. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Morris. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drop. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I like the aggressive because I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Braswell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. It's Hurst. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Riles.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the shot that clears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Riles. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the ground with the counter. Gets it past the marker. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
The shot that clears after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. To the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Takes the handoff. It's Simpkins. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the shot to clear is lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. slithers into space. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The option look. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make it cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Lots of running room. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. The give as they work on that clock. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for room. It's John. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
Wide open spaces. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. QB draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. Brown wants to pass. Got his man down the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Lining up to convert 3rd down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.